Hey guys, we're starting our new presenter meeting. I'm going to cover the basics of everything with you. That way if you're watching this in the new, you kind of already know. Hey Jessica. So I'm going to cover the comp plan and also things like that, just in case you guys are confused kind of how that works. So the basics are when you join your white status, or you're almost a white status presenter, you have to get $125 in sales to hit white status, and you can either do that through sales or you can do that by purchasing some products that you might want to try out to have in your parties or to give samples with. I always suggest doing the foundation because that's the seller, along with primer. You could do concealer and just maybe blush or BB cream, things that are the biggest sellers if you decide you want to invest in your business. And any liquids are really great for if you want to do samples. Okay, so let's talk about the comp plan. I will just kind of cover up to blue status, but $125 gets you to white status. Once you do that, your next goal is to earn back your kit money. You do that by hitting $500 in CRS. Then that means you have now earned back what you put into this business, the $99 that you put in. After that, to hit yellow, you need to sell $1,000, and that's at any point in time. Once you sell $1,000, you then get bumped up from 20% to 25% commission. Okay, now when you are ready to build your team, the next goal you want to go for is our fast start. That is going to get you $250 to spend in free product. So whatever you want to purchase, you get that $250 and you can use it anywhere. I think I spent mine all on mascaras. Now, had I thought back, knowing what I know now, I would not have purchased all mascaras. But this is back when our business was really mascara based. Now we have people that love tons of things. Hey Melissa, there's two of you. Now you have people who love tons of things, so if I were to spend that money, I would spend it differently. But here's how you're going to hit fast start. You're going to sponsor 3 ladies on your team. They do not have to actively sell. They could be a kidnapper if they just want it for the discount. Or they can sell, and then you yourself are going to sell $2,000 in makeup, and you have to do that in 3 months, so you have 90 days. I found it easiest when I was just in my parties and sharing with people. I would just tell them, hey, I love this business, I work from home, or the discount would be great for you, and they would decide that it was for them and they would join, and then you sell your $2,000 by partying and selling to your friends. Okay, so your next goal after you hit fast start is to then hit pink status. And this is where you start having monthly goals. To hit pink status, you need 1 person under you that's qualified. And that means to be qualified, you have to sell $125. And then together, you and that person need to sell $2,000 in 1 month. Now, it doesn't just have to be 1 person. If you have hit fast start, that means you have 3 people on your team, plus you, which is technically 4. So it's just whoever is on your team, together y'all have sold $2,000 in 1 month. And that gets you to pink status. And what happens when you start hitting these higher statuses is, instead of just being paid every 3 hours, you then get to be paid on the 8th of every month. So you'll get paid your regular every 3 hours for your sales, and then you will get paid off of your team on the 8th of every single month. To hit blue status, that's going to be the same thing, except whoever's on your team, so by now it's probably you and 4, 5, 6 other ladies, you are then going to sell $4,000 together, and you have to have 2 people who have sold $125 that month, and then you yourself have to have sold $250. When you hit that, you are then going to get paid more on your team, and you'll get paid on the 8th, okay, along with your every 3 hours. So that's all I'm going to cover on the comp plan, just keep it pretty basic. Now, the first few things you want to do when getting started are you want to set up your VIP blog. Okay, you want to get a domain name. You want to start a party for yourself, and then you want to start your launch party. So most of y'all have already done this. If you haven't done it, you're going to want to talk to your sponsor, whether that's me or a person that's under me, to get you going on those 4 things. That's the first 4 things you want to do. If you have never tried the product which most people have before they start, but some people haven't. I had only tried the mascara. Then you want to spend the time before your kit comes planning your launch. And your kit comes pretty quickly, maybe 3-4 days, I think, right? 3-4 days. You want to plan your launch party. And so the best way to have a great launch, and this goes for other parties, is to get engagement. I find the best way to get engagement is posting on your regular Facebook wall. You want to post it out 3 times per day. It doesn't have to be unique. Just the more you post on Facebook, the more you start popping up in people's news feeds. So post on your stories, post about your kids, your dogs, whatever you do in life, post about it, because that pushes you up onto your friends list, and that means when they get on Facebook, you're going to be at the top. So when you start posting in your makeup group, you're going to be on the top of there. Just this thing that Facebook does, it's called an algorithm. So if you haven't had your kit yet, you want to start posting 3 times at least a day onto your Facebook personal wall. It can be about anything as long as it's positive. And then you want to start prepping for your launch. So you'll add ladies to your group, you'll welcome them, you'll tell them what you're about, you'll start sending out messages, and then you will start showing off the product. The best way to show off product in parties and in your launch is to use your face. You can use other people, but the number 1 rule is if you use someone else, make sure you are friends with them and you know their name. That way you can say, my friend Amy, blah, 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 blah. And it will tag them. Facebook will tag them if you know them. And even though they're not in that party, these people know that you actually know this person. And so it legitimately is your friend. And that person legitimately has used this product and believes in it. It just gives you more credibility so they don't think you're just doing this for sales. I mean, so they know that, okay, there are people who truly love this. She's not just trying to push this off on you. That works in parties and in your launch party. You can always use me if you have not built a lot of sideline Y sister friends. Just put a picture of me, tag me in it. That's fine. Doesn't matter. You can go ahead and do that. So once you have your launch party going and you're getting interaction, you have a couple people purchase. The next thing you want to do, hey Vicki, is start asking the people. I would say the 5 people who support you the most. So if that's your mom, your sister, your aunt, best friend, whoever, get those people to do a Facebook party for you. Because if for some reason, like we all do when we first start, you kind of have like a weird party or you post weird stuff, they are going to be the most forgiving and they are going to support you the most. So you want to ask those people. I usually try to get 5 for everybody so you can kind of get a good launch into your business. And you can send them samples if they've never tried it. You could send them, a free product, an eyeliner, a mascara, like, sister, hey, try this out for me. I'll send it to you, and we'll do a party for you. Whatever it is. And then you're going to want to follow the format, which that is also posted on here. So that's how you're going to start, is get those parties. Every time you have a party, and I'm kind of go in depth and talk about how to get interaction in your parties. You want your hostess to post at least 1 time. She could post 1 to 2 times per day in the party. One of those times, she could post about a product, and the second time, she's going to ask a question. Now, the main reason you want your hostess to ask the question is because, or post about a game, because everybody in that party is friends with her, so everyone is going to get the notification. If they're not friends with you and they haven't come into the party, they may not get the notification if you post it. You're going to get more interaction if she does it. So have her do 1 to 2 times per day. That's how I've gotten the most success. I also get out samples at the beginning, but if you're not at that point in your business where you can, then the other best way to get interaction is to ask, what would they like to learn in this class? We're in such a huge age of like YouTube, and people can find all of these great tips and tricks that asking them what they want to learn or where they feel they are with their makeup is the best way to get interaction. Some ladies are like way past me in makeup, and some ladies don't even know the basics. So you kind of need to feel out who's your audience. Like, am I teaching the basics, or do I need to go into like in-depth things on contouring and smoky eyes? Because if you're teaching contouring to someone who doesn't even put foundation on every day, then they're not going to care. and it's not going to be relevant to them. So that kind of helps with parties. The next thing I want to talk about is what really is our job, okay? It kind of seems sometimes it's like, oh, we do makeup, we do this, we're doing videos, we're doing this and that, but it's really simple. The best way to be successful in this business is 3 things. You're going to sponsor, you're going to have parties, and you're going to build relationships. And then you're just going to repeat. That's it. We do this all through Facebook. You can do it in your regular life if you go to church or you take your kids to sports or different activities. But really, you're just going to have Facebook parties. You're going to teach about the makeup. You're going to, by teaching about makeup and sharing your love for it, you're going to sponsor, and you're going to build relationships with everyone. That's it. And we just repeat that over and over. And it's not difficult. Sometimes some months will be harder to have parties, like during the summer, because people are busy and they're off doing things. And in the fall, it'll be super easy. Everybody's back at their computer, at work, their kids are back to school. But that is our basic business. I think I have covered everything, so I'm going to shut off the recording, and then y'all can ask whatever questions you want.